Hello, welcome to Romantic Wednesdays with Poetry. I'm Alisa Agnes, your host, and I believe it's time to get real and spill some tea or coffee. So today I have the last episode about open eyes for you. Today you will learn more about Nobody Can Convince Me and Open Eyes. So yes, that's the last episode about poetry. I know it's kind of strange, but yep, this is where we are today. So at first let me tell you more about Nobody Can Convince Me. So this poem is made of this kind of anchor that is, about being sure that there are some things that you know and nobody can tell you otherwise. And and well, after such a beginner, I can read you this poem right now. That's Nobody Can Convince Me. Nobody can convince me that I don't know where I'm standing. Nobody can convince me that my heart is lost. Nobody can convince me that I don't know who I am. Nobody can convince me I feel these 1001 wounds way too well. So yep, that's Nobody Can Convince Me. As you can see, it's about being sure that you're in the right place and you're sure that you're not lost. You're sure that you know who you are and who you're supposed to be. And the reason why you know all these things is those wounds. So you can literally feel it all. I mean, because of everything that you experienced, that you're just aware of where you are, who you are, what you want, and this kind of stuff. And because of everything that you experienced, you feel grown enough to say that you know what you want to do in your life, and that's why nobody can convince you that you just know what you know. And this poem isn't maybe so short as some of my other poems. It's also not so long. It's somewhere in the middle. It's made of, I think, important message, which I hope also makes you feel more sure about what you want to do with your life. And I hope you, just because of this feeling of being sure, you can say that nobody can convince you otherwise. And now I think it's time to tell you more about the last poem. It's called Open Eyes, and because of this poem, I also named this second volume like Students' Notes, Open Eyes. Because Open Eyes is about the process of learning, about finding out who you want to be, what you want to do in your life. It's about learning new things, and just like that, I close my poetry book, which is about university kind of experience. And I really felt like university made my eyes open because of so many reasons, and I felt like I could understand so many things better than before. And that's why I wrote such a poem, and that's why it's a very important thing to me to to just show that learning can really open your eyes. And maybe now I will read you this poem. So let's open eyes for the last time this season. Open eyes, but I'm still going into the unknown. I still don't know, I think, but I have learned a lot. Open eyes, I know something important, something new and previously unseen. We run out of time. Open eyes, I see more than I used to. I know new flavors and roads of secret knowledge. So this poem is about open eyes. What is about just learning new things, as I've told you before. It's about going with your heart open into the unknown. It's about learning, and at the same time you also feel like you still don't know a thing, because we are simply learning whole life. So it's about this kind of known, and it's also about realizing that this life is really just a temporary journey, and that's what we run out of timeline means. And also now the most mysterious verse of this poem. It's also about learning new things, what is a metaphor of new flavors and new roads of secret knowledge. So it's about simply learning new things, about trying new things, and about just learning. And it's about such a literal learning at the university or college, but it's also just about learning what living means, and it's this kind of wisdom. So this poem is about open eyes because of university, because you understand the world more, but it's also about just growing up and understanding what is happening in the world. And it's about two kind of wisdoms, which comes from the experience and from books. And this way I think this poem also references to my other poems about that one cycle, New Beginnings, from the second volume, and to that first poem from the first volume, Road Called Life. And I think it's a really good way to close this book. Yep, so now you know everything about my book. Well, next week I will tell you more about the bonus content. What is the third volume? The book made of aphorisms only. That's 100 sentences. So that's the bonus content. So that next episode is a bonus one, and after that you will also get one more bonus episode about the last song from Laura's Diary, My Awesome Life. Love Kills, that's the title of the last song. So as you can see, now I am ending the main idea of the second season, and next month you will get 2 bonus episodes, one about aphorisms and the second one about songs. And it will be all. But just for a while. One day you will get the new book made of poetry, and then you will have the third and fourth seasons. But for now it will be everything. So I'd like to thank you so much for these 2 years spent with my podcast. I'm really glad that I have at least these few listeners, and I hope it also inspired you to, I don't know, maybe learn more about some Polish writers, or maybe you like poetry more, or maybe you just wanted to learn more about what I am writing. So yep. For the last time, I also encourage you to check out my official website, alisaagnes.com. You have a blog out there. Get inspired, and yes, I think I will still have this blog when this podcast ends, so I really encourage you to subscribe to my official website. You also can find a store out there. It's made of so many collections, which are about seasons, my books, and even music. And except that, I also have a Patreon page, and out there you can find, well, quite a lot of subscriptions. So if you like to read all my free books in a form of ebooks, then you can, subscribe and download your files. You can also hear songs, vocals only, and some bonus content. For example, the next project, Grey Lady's Diary. That's my fourth book, which is coming, I hope, this winter. So, yep. There's also YouTube, if you like to maybe see me and see what is interesting to me, then you can also subscribe. I've had this channel for a few years, so I think I will also keep on publishing out there. So I also really recommend that if you like to keep in touch with me. And well, I think now it's everything. You know what to expect. You know everything about my poetry. So, well, until the next time, yep. Bye.